that. Let's just go.
I'd say this is our way back.
How long to get back?
If we're unlucky, maybe a week.
And if we're lucky?
We stumble over Bartran's corpse on the way.
Good point. And I like your logic, Varric.
This part of the deep roads looks familiar.
We're back where we started. And in only 5 days. Not bad, eh?
Think we could take a break? I feel wrong.
We could stop for a bit.
Let's make camp if you're sick.
I'll wager it was those deep mushrooms we found.
Carver!
No. It's...
Carver!
It's the Blight. I can sense it.
just like that Templar, Wesley. I'll be just as dead. Just as gone.
Why didn't you say anything?
That's just like you. Keeping this to yourself.
I thought it was nothing. Hoped, anyway. Idiot. I'm not going to make it. Not to the surface. Not anywhere. It's getting worse.
There might be something we can do. I stole the maps from a warden that had come to Kirkwall. I wanted to know if he was looking for me. He wasn't. The maps were for planning their own expedition into the deep roads.
Does that help?
Does that mean the Grey Wardens are here?
If the Wardens are here, I know where. We could bring Carver to them.
And what? Become a Grey Warden?
Would it work?
Is becoming a Grey Warden a cure?
Yes, I suppose it is. But it's not without a price. One not everyone is willing to pay.
What price? Maker's breath, spit it out!
The process of becoming a Warden is... unpleasant. And irreversible. It also means you might never see your brother again. He might survive the Blight, but at the cost of becoming a Grey Warden. It's not an easy life. Trust me.
You got away from them?
What about you? You're not a Grey Warden anymore.
You think I got away? Eventually they, or the Circle, will drag me back. I've got no illusions about that.
Would they agree to help?
Is this even possible? How does someone become a Grey Warden?
I can't tell you. But it's not something you can undo once it's done. Even if you want to.
This just keeps sounding better and better.
They might agree to it, however. That's if we can find them in time.
Okay, so either I leave my brother to die, or he becomes a Grey Warden. It's not exactly a tough decision, I have to admit. But we have to try.
I don't see any better options.
Then I hope I'm right.
What's wrong?
I think they're nearby. Or it could be Darkspawn.
Really? Okay, let's do this actually while I'm at this. Carver? Let's see, can he use a... Oh, it only works for him. Okay, that'll make things more interesting. Well, I'm not in the mood to deal with these psychotic bastards. More Darkspawn, I see. Going straight after this emissary.
Anders.
Fancy meeting you here, Stroud.
I could say the same. I thought you were through fighting Darkspawn.
I'm not here to fight Darkspawn. I came looking for you.
You mean the boy as a recruit? Of course you do. I'm sorry. I know this comes as no comfort to you, but we do not recruit Grey Wardens out of pity. It is no kindness.
No pity required?
Carver happens to be a fine warrior. You'd be an idiot not to recruit him.
Be that as it may, I cannot.
Stroud, trust me when I say this one is worth your time. With the Blight over, you Wardens don't have recruits lining up.
This is no simple thing, Anders. This may be as much a death sentence as the sickness, and you know it.
He'll die anyway. Take him and try. I'm asking you.
If the boy comes, he comes now, and you may not see him again. Being a Grey Warden is not a cure. It is a calling.
Are you sure about this?
Not at all.
I'm not sure about anything, but I want you to live.
We must move quickly if we are to make the surface in time.
Then I guess this is it. Take care of Mother.
Home, sweet home. Finally. Oh, I wonder if Bartrand came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
Not likely.
Luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
This is true. I'm sorry about what happened to your brother.
He'll make it. Carver's stronger than he thinks.
I should have seen Bartrand's betrayal coming. I'll find that maggot if it's the last thing I do. I imagine you'll be heading home to, tell the family.
I don't have much choice.
You'll be a wealthy man, Hawk. It wasn't all for nothing.
This is gonna be an awkward conversation with every sprinkleness.
Oh, my baby. You made it home. Carver isn't with you.
No,
Is he coming back?
I don't know.
So the champion's brother was a Grey Warden.
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
Isn't it? The involvement of the Grey Wardens makes perfect sense. And the champion's companions? Merrill, Aveline, Isabella? That Warden Anders?
Don't remind me. I introduced them.
We thought they all came from Ferelden together, but now it makes sense. Motive and opportunity.
It's still not what you think.
Then I need to hear more.
Unless you've already decided. I can always go if you don't need me anymore.
Tell me what came next.
The treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune. The champion moved up in the world. Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who he was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. The Grey Wardens left Kirkwall. It was months before we learned Carver survived. 3 years later, the Qunari still hadn't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better. compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you, by name. What did you do?
I get around.
I can't help it if I make an impression.
Apparently not. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawk?
Who is against the Qunari?
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued, behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack. But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
How's your son?
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man. But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
Okay. Do you fear a war?
The Qunari usually arrive as conquerors. Odd that this has gone on so long.
Very, and I have no interest in antagonizing them. That is partially why I suffer being a messenger today. A treaty exists, and it has been honored. Although...
You have doubts?
They claim they're waiting for a second ship. But it has been 3 years. They want something else.
Why not get rid of them?
Sounds like you'd be better off without this headache.
They will not leave, and we don't have the resources to force the issue. At least, not in a way that would leave the city intact. If they had come to conquer, I suspect they would have done so.
What does he want?
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard 2 direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
I'll help, of course.
I am always willing to assist.
Well, that is an attitude this city has lacked for a long time. Appease the Arishok. Take his demand and let him return to dormancy. As awkward as this has been, it is better than the alternative. Stepping down is looking more and more appealing.
I don't recommend it. What the... Oh, it's the effect of that drug. Damn, it's been in me for 4 years. That's not good for my health. Seneschal?
Well, you have certainly risen through the ranks.
Thought you were gonna have something interesting to say. Seamus?
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy.
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawk. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari, and I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
I don't like nor hate them.
The Arishok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
and you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so compelling. Another time, when things are better.
Looks dusty.
Let's go visit Aveline, or should I say the new captain of the guard. It's been quite some time since I've seen her. Hello.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
Glad it's not my job.
That's why I remain unimportant. Less pressure.
As if the return of the Amels hasn't set Hightown on its ear.
As long as it's off its ass.
Sure, have your fun. But the coin you poured into Kirkwall tipped what balance there was.
So, my success is your headache?
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
You need more resource?
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
You know he left a mess?
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
You love this.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
I'll get to you in a bit. See anything interesting in these rooms for me?
I don't think I can do that.
Maybe I'll come back with Varric.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah.
Let's see what I have on my list of things to do. Demands of the Kian, black powder courtesy, and a bunch of stuff. I think the first thing I want to do is just gather everyone up and...
How much longer do I have to wait?
Actually, let's head home. Or...
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
Oh, and dwarves are so varied.
We can't all be short and bearded like your people, Bodan.
Indeed. It's quite a shame, really. I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
Thank you.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
What's one more mouth?
Let me guess. This was Mother's idea?
As you say, yes. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
Whoops. Well, that's where I was planning on going first, to be honest. Before anything else. But unfortunately, you interrupted me on my way home. Let's gather everyone up. But just in case, though. Carver. Good to see all you. Okay. Wonder where I forgot where the mansion was. Let's double check. Okay, over here is Yevon. Oh, it's right down here. That's not a bad place.
The home leadership in Kirkwall, such as it is.
Oh yeah, Aveline, you've improved. You've improved your skills since I last saw you. Very good. Knockdown resistance 100%. Perfect. That'll work. Definitely want this stuff to wear off already.
Blondie, Sunshine, Daisy, Ravani. What am I?
Beg your pardon?
You don't call anyone by name except for me. Where's my nickname?
That's not true. There's Hawk and Bianca.
Hawk is a family name, and Bianca is a crossbow. Don't change the subject.
Haven't thought of a good one yet. What do you think of Red?
Too common.
Well, when you think of one, let me know.
Maybe call me Blue Eyes, because these eyes are starting to get annoying.
Do you think people will ever start calling it the Hawk Estate?
No idea. Now this is a home.
You've settled in nicely.
It's just luck. And skill.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
Everybody needs something.
So, how can I be of service this time?
Someone's trying to be a guard. Poorly. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
Why not check it out?
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Are you sure he's wrong?
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I'll quiet him down.
Muzzle the geezer. Got it.
I would never say that. But if it leads somewhere genuine, I'll pick it up on your word. If he shuts up, that's good too. He's in the gallows. Thanks, Hawk. I appreciate it.
Really annoyed by these eyes. Let's see what I got in storage. I just look nice though. Let's see my writing desk. Okay, I'm gonna look into those later.
Hey look, a partially burned page from Anders's manifesto.
Let's just get a look around. Bowden?
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
Enchantment!
Just
You like the shiny?
Let's get a look around this place.
Didn't Fenris say all Tevinter wine is made from the blood and tears of slaves? I hope he was exaggerating. I came in and watered your plants. Your friend Meryl. Well, that was nice of her. Ah, this statue. Wait, where did I get this statue?
I must have been really drunk like that night.
Hard in Hightown. Siege harder. What does that even mean? Varric must be stopped.
I have a feeling if I knew a certain... I feel like there's a dwarf I should never meet and let it hit this house, but after seeing that...
Is that... Isabella? Who carves that into a stairwell?
What is this?
That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude. Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sando.
Let him be. I'm not bad. I should let him be.
Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man.
And of course, the master bedroom.
Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed. Oh, I think I'll let Sandal empty that. What's this? Ah, Anders' manifesto. Again.
And what's in here? Finery. I'll leave that empty. And over here...
Everything that's left of my life in Lothering. Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop.
Well, I finally made it into the nice life. I'm just gonna stay here, contemplating the fire, and hopefully get my eyes to stop glowing. Good night.